Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop World. Today, we bring you a story that doesn't just surprise. It quietly breaks through the surface of what we thought we knew. A confession, one sentence, and the world seemed to stop. He finally said it. After years of silence, of hiding behind professional smiles and unreadable eyes, Wang Yibo has spoken. Not about a new role, not about an exclusive contract, not about his next big drama, but about someone. And in an industry filled with fake gestures and calculated emotions, this was something no one expected to hear so openly. Not with a name, not with a dramatic reveal, but with words that felt far too honest to ignore. If I ever get married, it will be to someone who is already by my side, long before the world even knew my name. One sentence, and suddenly, memories came rushing back. There was something about the way he said it. Calm, direct, unadorned. But that's exactly where the weight of it lay. Because Wang Yibo isn't someone who talks about love easily. He isn't the type of man who flaunts his feelings for the world to see. He's been known as a reserved actor, a focused performer, a private individual. But in that moment, he revealed something else. Love, quiet, but unmistakably real. And a name that echoed in everyone's mind? Just one, Xiao Zhan. It was supposed to be just another interview, until it wasn't. The interviewer asked casually about the future, about dreams, about love. And then Yibo paused, breathed in, and spoke. No drama, no flair, just the truth. And those who followed him from the beginning knew this wasn't just an answer. It was a key, a subtle signal, a piece of a truth that had been locked behind contracts, professionalism, and industry pressure for far too long. Because if we trace back before the world tours, before the magazine covers, there was one person always quietly by his side. Someone who never sought attention, who never tried to benefit from Yibo's rising fame. Someone who was just there, Xiao Zhan. Let's go back to 2019, when the world first saw them together in the Untamed. The chemistry was undeniable. The connection was raw, too natural to be just acting, too deep to be only professionalism. Behind the scenes, fan cameras caught fleeting moments, lingering gazes, a subtle lean, laughter that didn't need to be there, a soft nudge on the arm, smiles that weren't scripted but came anyway. At the time, fans were divided. Some said it was just service. Others believed it was something more, something not for the camera, but between hearts. Then came the scandals, the silence, the media storm. They didn't defend themselves. They didn't speak up, but neither walked away. A song released at the same time. A photo posted suddenly. A caption with a quiet message. Simple things, but those who looked closely, who listened beyond the noise, felt something deeper was being said. And now, years later, when Yibo finally speaks of love, those old clues come back to life. I don't want to get married because of age or expectations. I want to get married because I know there's only one person who makes me feel like I'm home. Like I'm home. Those three words hit harder than any declaration. Because home is not a place. It's a person, a sense of safety, of warmth, of being known. For fans, this wasn't just about romance. It wasn't about shipping or fantasy. It was about loyalty, about presence, about love that stays. And Wang Yibo, in his quietest voice, told us he's not looking for someone new. He's remembering someone who's always been there. Social media erupted. Hashtag soared. Fans began digging up old clips. Moments long forgotten suddenly felt like missing puzzle pieces. One video resurfaced where Yibo gazed at Zhan with a softness that shook everyone. A fan wrote, "Eyes don't lie." And today his heart finally spoke. Another wrote, "We've always known. We just waited for him to be ready to say it." The comments didn't scream. They whispered, soft, stirred, as if hearts that had waited in silence for years finally found peace. They never gave us confirmation, but they never denied it either. And now this confession was more than just a clue. It was truth, finally speaking. Still, one question lingers. Does Xiao Zhan feel the same? He's just as private, just as careful, but he's never truly distanced himself. In interviews, when Yibo's name is mentioned, his eyes flicker. Not dramatically, but enough. He's released songs with curious timing, captions filled with ambiguity, silent gestures only understood by those who've watched closely for years. Are they coincidences? Or have they always been signs? Just too quiet for the world to hear? And maybe now is the time. Because someone like Wang Yibo doesn't speak about love casually. When he finally does, it's not for attention. It's because he's tired of loving in silence. So many people will be there when you're happy, but only a few will stay when you're broken. I don't need many. I just need the one who truly knows me. And to those who've been listening with their hearts, those weren't just words. They were a quiet declaration. Not dramatic, but real. Now, fans aren't demanding confirmation anymore. They don't need labels, because they already know, from the way Zhan looked at him, from the way Yibo smiled when no one was watching, from every silence that spoke louder than words. And when he said, "I want to marry someone who knew me before all of this," he didn't need to say the name, because all signs, every single one, lead to Xiao Zhan. In a world obsessed with noise and showy declarations, their story touches us because it's quiet. Because sometimes the deepest love doesn't scream. It waits, in silence, and stays. So what do you think? Have you always felt there was something more between them? Did you feel the pull, even when there were no words? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Share this with someone who believes that real love doesn't disappear. It just waits for the right time to bloom. And maybe that time is now. Love isn't about who came first. It's about who never left. And now we know who never left Wang Yibo's heart. We'll see you in the next episode. Only here on K-Pop World, where stories from the heart become real.